guys, it's Mo Mustafa here, author, speaker, and coach. And I just want to make this quick video update for you guys because I realize I haven't been making videos that frequently as of late because of the fact that I've actually been working on my latest book, which is basically all about the mindset that you need to get in shape permanently and naturally, and really, how to overcome the inner challenges and the battles that we may have and that we may face on an ongoing basis when it comes to getting lean. So whether that's struggling with willpower to eat the right foods, or maybe you're struggling with mindset when it comes to going to the gym and stuff, and you just don't want to get yourself to go, or you might be struggling when you're in the gym to do the things you need to do, or maybe you're struggling with sticking to your commitments, and you need to know how to create better habits and stuff. And really, what I'm essentially doing in this book is I'm drawing on my entire life's experience, essentially, and all the things I've learned and that I've actually formulated and put together that have allowed me to do my own transformation, basically physically, in turning my body around and stuff. And I've actually, just to share this with you, I've actually been using many of the principles I've learned and that I've used to get me in shape, also to create my latest book as well. So I just want to take this quick video here, quick moment, just to give you some updates and just tell you a little bit about the book and what it's about, and really just connect with you guys and maybe get some feedback from you as well. So basically, I just did I'm on what's called the first draft of the book. So this is when you basically just put all your ideas down and stuff, and really you don't worry too much about the editing side of things, but you just get the ideas on paper. And then after that, you can go through it with a sort of fine-tooth comb, so to speak, and basically make sure you tidy things up, make sure it's grammatically correct as much as possible, and spelling and all that other stuff, and just fine-tuning any ideas and whatever else. So I'm coming towards the end of my first draft, basically. I just did a word count, and I've gone over 40,000 words right now. So basically I'm around the 40,000 word mark and stuff. Just to give you some context on that, my first book, this is one of my proof copies here, but this is my first book here, Getting Found Fast, which is basically all about marketing online and stuff. But this book, just to give you a little sort of feel for perspective, this book is actually works out about 150 pages, 1,500 words or so. 15,000 words, sorry. 15,000 words, I think this book was. Oh, wow. Yeah, my new one is going to be quite thick by the looks of things then. So basically, this book is got 15,000 words. Currently, my first draft of my new one is at 40,000. So by the time I've, added some more ideas in there and written up all the other, conclusions and all that other stuff, probably talking about 3 times the size of this book. Hopefully, either way, it's going to be jam-packed with lots of great ideas and stuff. There's more than enough material that's ideas in there that are going to help you on the journey, because I feel like mindset is one of those things that isn't addressed enough, but I also feel that it's one of the most important areas when it comes to getting in shape. And the area that ultimately, because it's so important, is the area that I essentially focus on. I'm really passionate about it. As you know, my background is in things like marketing and psychology and behavior and all that stuff. So I essentially, have taken all the things I've learned, and also over the years have been coached by various mentors and stuff, and having a background in things like martial arts and stuff. I've taken all these different insights and lessons I've learned over the years, and really use them and funnel them into myself first, so I could get the transformation for myself and know that I can actually do it, and then basically share that inner journey, the mental journey, the mindset journey, if you like, with you guys using my new book that's going to be coming out hopefully very, very soon. Like I said, I'm doing the first draft. It has to be things like proofread and all that other stuff. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but there's a process you've got to go through when it comes to writing a book. And actually, on that note as well, some of the ideas I'm going to be talking about in this book, and really want to refer back to, is that anything you want to do in life, if you want to get in shape, it's a process. Okay, so you want to really, in your own mind, you want to start embracing the idea that it is a process. And one of the key ideas I talk about in this book is to move away from the short-term mindset. Okay, so very often I speak to individuals, and everyone's so quick, everyone's so desperate to get results very, very quickly. They're talking about, how long is it going to take me to get lean or whatever, almost implying that if it's going to take quite a while, they're not going to do it. The question shouldn't be, how long is it going to take? Because that's kind of irrelevant. What it should be is, what is it going to take? And really, when can I start? Rather than leaving it almost like it's an option to look after your body or not, because the truth is it isn't. There's more and more people getting diagnosed with all sorts of diseases and illnesses and all that stuff. And I'm not going to scaremonger anything. You already know the facts, and you can research them yourself and stuff. But our health ultimately, and our bodies are our greatest assets. We only have one body, and it's vital that we look after it. Most people look after their cars more than they looked after their bodies. And ironically, your car, when it breaks down, you can just sell it or scrap it and then get a new one, right? But you can't do that with your body. So it's very important that we look after our bodies and look after our health and stuff. And I'm going to be talking about how to keep these ideas at the front of your mind as well in my book, to really make sure that we constantly remind ourselves of not only what we're going after in terms of our physique, in terms of the kind of body we want to develop, but also why we're doing it. Because ultimately, without a good enough reason to do that, without enough strong enough reasons to stay in shape, ultimately we're gonna give up in the end. Because sooner or later things might get a little bit difficult, and we naturally we lose sight of the goal and the reason for pursuing the goal, and we get caught up in the moment. And we think, this is too much effort, or I can't bother tracking my food, or I can't bother working out. It's raining, I don't want to go to the gym, or it's cold, or whatever. And then we give up, and then we go back. It's like we climb halfway up the mountain, then we start climbing. We start heading back and stuff. And it's just really important that when we're looking to get in shape, that we have the right mindsets in place to be able to do that. Because ultimately, if we start looking things in the wrong way, ultimately, I'm a firm believer in the fact that if somebody is not in bar a medical condition or whatever, the majority of people, the reason they're not in the shape they want to be in is because they've allowed their limiting thoughts, their beliefs and stuff, and their words, their dialogue, and everything else that's going on up here interfere with their actions, and as a result interfere with the body that they have. So I just thought I'd make this quick video, just update you guys on what's been going on. Like I said, the book's going to be coming out. I'll keep you guys posted, closer and closer towards the date and stuff. Just thought I'd make this quick video. I'm going to be putting this video out on social media, and also to my newsletter subscribers and stuff, just to keep them in the loop. Really just keep everyone in the loop, in case you're wondering what's been going on and stuff. And and I'd also like to get your feedback as well. If I post on Facebook, just leave some comments. If there's anything else you'd, obviously you don't know what's going to be in great detail in the book. So, but if there's anything particular that you'd also like me to cover, I've covered, what I believe to be the essentials, the things that need to be covered. But if there's something in particular you want me to address, like I said, I'm wrapping up the first draft now. So if you want me to cover anything in particular, I'm more than happy to, take that on board, and then I can look for ways to integrate that into the content of the book, and ultimately then be able to help you address any challenges you may have when it comes towards getting in your best shape ever. So just going forward, guys, I just want to leave you with the idea that it's very important that you know exactly what your goals are when it comes to getting in shape. Actually, I was having a conversation with a loved one the other day, and they've been making some great progress in their body. They've been losing quite a bit of weight and stuff. And I asked them, what are their goals? What are they working towards? And they did what most people do. They gave me quite a vague answer. They said, I'd like to tone up or something or whatever. And I said, here's the thing. When it comes towards, getting in shape, I talk about this in a lot of detail in the book. But basically, when it comes towards getting in shape, you need to be very specific about what you're trying to achieve. Okay, imagine you get in your car, okay, and you got a sat nav, and you want the sat nav to give you directions to your destination. The first thing you need to know before you do anything, right, is to actually have a fixed destination in mind. You need to be able to put the address in, the postcode and stuff, and then only then, once you know where you're going and why you essentially want to get there, will your sat nav actually be able to give you some options as to how you can best get there, quickest route, fastest route, whatever, right? So it's very important that you're clear. So in the context of getting in shape, you might say something like, I want to lose 30 pounds, or 40 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it might be. But you need to know very specifically what that is. I recommend you also write that down, keep that in sight. I've actually got my goals here in my office on my board. I review my goals every single day. I always make sure that I'm very clear on where I'm heading with my training and stuff, that I know where I'm going, but I also make sure that I'm very clear on why I'm doing it. I have a whole series of reasons. I have about 50 reasons or so at the moment, and the list keeps growing, but they're all reasons for why, essentially why I'm doing what I'm doing, because there are days when I really don't feel like going to the gym. There's lots of times when I'm feeling really tired or whatever, because I've had such a long day's work and I poured all my energies into right now, like writing my book and stuff. I'll give an example. Yesterday I put in, I think it was 5 hours of solid writing, creative work. It really does drain you mentally and stuff. And it was a Friday night, and the temptation was then just to stay home, chill out, whatever, get a takeaway, whatever. That was the temptation. But I said to myself, Amo, you've committed to this now. Just get yourself to the gym. Just go to the gym, work out, get it out of the way, and then you can come home and chill. And I did it. I went to the gym last night, did my workout. Really glad I did it. At the time in the gym, I was like, my brain was fried and stuff, but I just soldiered through the workout and stuff. But I used certain mindset techniques, including getting very clear on why I was doing that. So when I was in the gym, I was actually listening to an audio, which is basically an audio recording of all my reasons. So I've got all my reasons written down, but I've actually recorded them so I can listen to them on my phone. So when I'm in the gym and I'm lifting weights, I'm actually listening to why I'm doing it. It's like almost like having your own personal trainer, or coach or whatever, stood right next to you while you're lifting weights, and they're whispering or shouting in your ear and telling you, come on, you got to do this because, you got to do this because of that, and you got to do this for your family and for your health and for your business and whatever other reasons. So whatever reasons you want to use to get in shape, it's very important that you know why they are. Maybe it's for your career. Maybe you want to you want to look great when you're going into management meetings or sales meetings, or maybe you want to do stuff like I'm doing myself here, social media, putting videos online, and you don't feel comfortable with the way you look. And maybe that's your inspiration. That's your reason for getting in shape, because if you're making videos, you want to look your best on camera because of the image you want to portray and stuff. Or maybe you just want to have more energy. You want to have more energy in general for your work. So by working out, you can increase your energy level so you can throw yourself deeper into things. Like I said, I'm writing a book at the moment, and a big part of my energy levels to be able to pull this off have come as a result of eating right and training right and all that other stuff. And that's then that natural extra energy now I can then use for other creative endeavors, i.e. writing this book right now, and then other things I have lined up in the future. And like I said, I'm going to be talking about these ideas in much greater depth in the book, covering a whole load of different mindsets and stuff. So I'm just, I'm really excited and really looking forward to releasing the book. And just on a closing note here, I know I'm going on a little bit here, but also going to be in the book, going to be addressing doubts and fears and just the things we have that run through our mind. And naturally we will have doubts whenever we are going into the unknown, or we're doing something for the first time, or doing something that we believe to be a little bit outside of our comfort zone, so to speak. And essentially, I'm drawing on lessons that I used from when I was doing public speaking, speaking in front of hundreds of people. In fact, I've got up and spoken on some occasions in front of over thousands of people and stuff, and just all sorts of lessons, life lessons I've learned, and the mindsets that I needed to do that, I've actually also had to use to write this book. I've had to use to get in shape and stuff. So what I'm going to be sharing in this book, you're not going to only be able to apply to get you in your best shape ever, but also actually to help you in your career, in any endeavor of your life, essentially, because ultimately it's the same mindsets that cascade and they apply to other areas of your life. So it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, in the process of writing this book, I have had my doubts and stuff and hesitations, and it is a lot of work that's gone into this book. I've been working on it for a good few months now, and in writing this book, there's been times when I've just thinking to myself, is this, should I do this? Is this, do people really want this kind of stuff and whatever? And I know there's obviously demand for it, but it's a natural thing as a writer, if you're creating, if you're authoring stuff, to wonder what the marketplace is gonna, say or feel or whatever about your work. So there's all these different things that rattle through your head, but by using the mindsets that I've learned in the training context, I'm also using them now in this book, and vice versa. They all overlap. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to it now. I hope you have a great evening and weekend, and I will speak to you guys very soon. Take care.